So Bravo announced all of these shows, but they also had a good night in television. So as you know, we recapped the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills earlier today. If you missed it, be sure to check that out. And also let me know if you like that time. We did 11:30 a.m. Eastern as opposed to the 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Let me know if that's a preferable time for everyone in the comments section of that video. And we all took a guess as to what the ratings might be for this season premiere. Some of you guessed really low, and I was actually surprised. But then when you look at season 11's premiere numbers, I was like, well, you weren't too far off. Well, they beat out last season's premiere. Sidebar. Let me just say something to Erika Jayne Girardi. I just saw an interview that she did with Bryce from Entertainment Tonight, and completely clueless. As per usual, so I'm not surprised. But she says for those that question, her story and who question her innocence, she's like the sophisticated ones know.
You wish your castmates understood about your situation.
The complexity of this situation, that it's not going to be wrapped up in 2 seconds, that it's going to take a long time. I don't think anyone on this cast understands how many layers there are to a law firm, to a marriage, to partnerships, to things like that, perhaps the people are not looking in the right place. They need to look at those who actually worked there. I am not a lawyer, and that's where the attention needs to be.
Would that same thinking apply to the audience, or is there more that the audience needs to kind of get on board with?
I feel like the audience is the audience. People are going to pick sides and however they feel about it. Some of the more sophisticated audience members have looked into it. Again, like I said, this is a complex situation and it requires, a little bit more patience than just calling it out. I don't like her, so therefore, these bad things must be true.
Not the Pat the Puss girl telling us about sophistication. What? The sophisticated ones know. Also the black ones, because you remember what she told the girls on The Real? Oh, it's not the ones that look like me, that believe me. It's really, y'all believe me. I've only met one. He knows who he is. I've met only one. Okay. Oh my gosh. I just watched that right before. I'm always busy doing something, but I said, let me listen to this interview because if you're new to the channel, I try to have an open mind when it comes to these people, including Erika Jayne. So I said, let me listen to the interview and see what she's going to say. Oh, she was like, the sophisticated one. She said that multiple times, and not just in that interview, in the previous interview that I listened to before. The sophisticated ones, no. No, you mean the smart ones? No. That you are a liar. I was like, this woman's talking about sophistication? Oh, my goodness. People think they get a little money. They forget where they came from. Anyways. So the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 came out with a bang. According to our friends over at TV Deets, they scored last night with their season premiere for season 12 a 0.33 in the 18 to 49 demographic with over 1,151,000 viewers, according to Nielsen. Enough to beat season 11's 0.32 demo, with 949,000 viewers back in May of 2021. So a year ago, they beat it out. Some people are going to take credit for this because also in that interview, Erika was like, a lot of my castmates are boring. Erika, you only got interesting last season. That's because all the lying and stealing that you and your husband were doing, allegedly, when it comes to regards to you. You were boring way before that. We got excited when Erika came on the show. We were like, okay, this is different. It got real womp, womp, womp. Right quick. And we were like, girl, you're not bringing anything. All right. I've digressed. But because of this, Andy, you must have been so happy with last night's ratings. You're earning that two season deal with Bravo. So the Real Housewives of season 12 premiere also pushed Watch What Happens Live to record numbers. Also because Kyle Richards and Dorit were on the show too. Okay. But those guests lately on Watch What Happens Live, I was like, damn, nobody wants to do Watch What Happens Live, huh? So the ratings for the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 did help Watch What Happens Live. They scored a 0.22 in the demo with 795,000 viewers, a massive live audience for that show. Let's move on. Congrats to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. That is a huge jump for them, and a nice jump for Watch What Happens Live. Let's see what those ratings are next week. Just saying. Exactly. Abby says, Watch What Happens Live's best views are RHOA's worst. Exactly. Wow.